We've got a power outage at my house. I'm at college right now, just leaving school for the day. Just wrote a test on my on lighting stuff, and power's gone out at my house, and for some reason my generator's not running. So I've got a problem there, so I'm gonna have to manually start it. I am now just leaving. Hopefully the power's still out by the time I get home, because it would be nice to know the cause of this power outage. Well, I know the cause. It'd be nice to know why this generator has failed to start. So my mom's just put a cake in the oven and the power went out. Not sure how long it's been out for at this point, but it's a motor vehicle accident, so there's a good chance, if it wasn't shut down for safety reasons, if it was shut down directly because of the accident, then it will probably out for a little bit. So it's about a good day, 20 minutes until I get home. So we'll see what has gone on, if it's still out. If not, I'll at least have security camera footage. So I just got a picture on what happened here. And the pole's completely been taken out by a car. So yeah, power's gonna be out for a bit. I'm trying to get home, or I'm gonna lose the security camera and data, because that UPS isn't gonna keep going for that long without the generator running. So now that I figure what actually happened, is because I've never had a problem lately with the generator failing to start. So is what I figure happened is it's been overloaded because the pool heater was not unplugged. And if the hot water tank comes at the same time, that's gonna be like 5,000 watts, which would probably be too much of an unbalanced load and trip on overload after a short period of time. So I'm thinking that's probably what happened. This road's a piece of crap, but hopefully I can get home before this UPS dies. Which is funny, because just on this road here last week, these are brand new power poles. It was single phase down this road, and they just brought 3-phase down it 1 week after they put new poles in and this new 3-phase line. Somebody ran into the pole when I was trying to get home on Friday. All these new power lines out here. So apparently the generator did actually start and then it turned off. So that's what makes me say it would have been overloaded. So I'm here now. Okay, so my mom's already acknowledged the fire alarm system. Everything in the house is good. So we're gonna try and get this generator. You unplugged the pool? I'm pretty sure that's the problem. That's why I said that needs to be unplugged. Okay, we've got power in here now. So that's good. I'm pretty sure that's probably what happened to the generator, is that's too much load. If the hot water tank's on, that's like a few thousand watts. Plus these 2,000 watt pool heaters, it's too much. Hi, Ayla. We're going to acknowledge this UPS here. I accidentally turned the damn UPS off. I freaking hate those things. They're such a pain to make them shut the hell up. And then you hit the wrong button and the thing turns off and you can't turn it back on until you give it power. So now I gotta give this stupid thing power. Whoever designed that thing, like, you're an idiot. It's absolutely stupid. Okay, just gave it power with this. It overloaded this, but I finally got the UPS back on. So that'll get Wi-Fi in here, keep the switch going. So apparently it's the other button to make it shut up. So we've got power in this building to keep more load off the generator. I'm going to shut off the hot water tank because there's no reason to have that on. But that does keep power on here, and I can pull some cords into the house powered off this building. By the way, I've got a video on why the house doesn't have generators. A lot of reasons why it doesn't and why it won't work for me. So check out that video if you're interested. Air conditioning's back on in here. Everything's running here. Take a quick look, make sure everything's running fine. Generator is running fine. Emergency lighting here is good. My mom did acknowledge the fire alarm system. Okay. I'm gonna plug that UPS in the house so that that UPS doesn't run out. If I can keep it powered up as long as possible, that's good, because it's about halfway depleted. Board doesn't reach, so I'm getting out this big 12 gauge cord, and I'll pull that into the house and then use the other one to go from there and put this splitter on. You can see this UPS has lost 2 out of the 5 bars, so it's still got a while, but if I can plug it in, I will. Okay, this is now on generator power. Cake's done. On the barbecue? That's a big ass cake. Yeah, you're right, that won't fit in the air fryer.
No.
What's going on, Ayla? The generator's been running perfectly fine now for probably 20 minutes, so I think that was the issue, was overload with the pool on. The power has been out for just about an hour now, and if it stays out for a long time, I'll bring more cords in to power some of the fridges and freezers. We have the one fridge and freezer upstairs, as well as this one in the basement kitchen, and in the garage here. There's this freezer, and this freezer. So definitely lots of freezers to potentially power if this power outage continued. Thankfully the air conditioning is running because it is warm out there, so it's nicer to be inside where there's AC for sure. Of course, the garage fire alarm system is on AC power because of the generator, so this one won't be running on battery, nor will any of our emergency lighting be running in here once we're on generator, which we are. Something to note with the notifier fire alarm systems that I've told people and they haven't always believed me is you can see the detector, it is polling as it usually would be. However, if we look at a pull station, it is no longer polling. These notifier Onyx panels, when there is an AC power loss, the pull stations or any modules will not visibly pull. They will still be communicating with the panel, and if I was to pull it, it would still go solid red. However, in standby, it will not visually indicate that it's pulling as a power saver to save a little bit on battery backup. Just something I thought I would mention as a bit of an interesting thing with notifier. Of course, the displays also lose their backlighting. As of right now, I'm really not too sure how long power is going to be out for. So as you saw in the picture earlier, a U-Haul truck has been crashed into a pole. I'm not sure if there's more involved with it. Apparently there are occupants that are trapped inside the vehicle. I'm not sure if they're injured or not. So hopefully all those that are involved and trapped are okay. And also, for any elevator entrapments, when there's a large power outage like this, 3,000 out, there's always likelihood of entrapments with elevators that don't have battery kits in them to level, or buildings without generators. Forgot there is another fridge. I plugged this one in now too, not that it's very important. There's also a little one in the garage, but that one's on generator obviously. Never thought about this, but apparently between all the fridges and freezers, there's 7 of them. That's crazy. Ayla, are you sure it's normal to have 7 freezers and fridges? I miscounted. There's another freezer in the office for other things. So there's 8 fridges and freezers. I'm not putting those all on backup power. That's too many extension cords. By the way, we do not have natural gas here or propane, so that's why I'm using a gasoline generator. This generator that I'm using is an inverter generator, so it puts out a very clean sine wave with low levels of harmonic distortion. That way it's not an issue to run electronics or LED lighting on it. For anyone new here, this is indeed a homemade generator because I don't have natural gas or propane. The only other option is diesel, which that's well over $20,000 for a diesel generator. I wasn't about to spend that much, as I think at the time I was 16 years old. So that's why I bought a inverter generator to get clean power, puts out more than enough power to power this building. And I got my own transfer switch, and then I added some time delayed relays and sequences to it to make this exactly how I want it to be, with different time delays for timing to switch over, timing to switch back, neutral delay, and all of this has worked out quite well. Obviously, it's not without its flaws. As you saw earlier, it did shut down on overload, but that's because there's an extra 2,000 watts, plus probably that the hot water heater was running, because it's ran the hot water tank on its own many times for hours, no problem. And it's ran the pool heaters alone, no problem. So I'm thinking the only thing that's adding up is both of those came on at once and was overloading it. Not to mention it's a hot day, so we are running air conditioning as well. Well, I've got nothing else to do, so I'm gonna walk over to the elementary school, see if their power is out. I don't work at the school district anymore, but I can still walk over there. I can't go in, but I can look. Looks like these emergency lights over here have already let go. They've given an update. They're saying the crew are estimated to arrive at the power outage at 3:30. They've built a new school over there. Not a school, it's a new daycare. It's actually a decent looking building, other than the roof line's a little goofy. But I'm not an architect, so I'll take a look at it. I'm not sure if they've got any emergency lighting over there or much. I would think they would, but I'm not sure. And now that I think about it, they do have power at that building. I was thinking earlier that they hadn't been connected yet, but I see they have been. That building looks like it's just in its finishing stages now. Looks pretty close to being ready. There's nothing that I can see from over here. It's also been much longer than the required 30 minutes, so it could just be dead by now. That's very possible. It's hot out here today, I can tell you that. This will be a really good test of the generator's ventilation system, because it shuts down automatically if it gets too hot. I think 40 degrees Celsius, and it's quite warm outside today, and it's going to be an extended period of time that it's running in hot conditions with load on it, so this will be a good test. I do not see any emergency lighting on in here. I don't actually see any emergency lighting in general. I see their fire alarm system is in trouble. IO 64 it looks like, probably is. Yeah, I don't see any emergency lighting in that building at all. So it may be power supplies built into the fixtures, or inverters tied into fixtures. That may be what they've done, because they would have to have something. So there is another school over there that we could look at, but I know the story. It's probably all dead. It's been 2 hours. This old piece of crap school, no, there ain't no way it's still going. Could go explore other schools, but it's hot today. I don't really feel like it. I'm gonna sit home in my air conditioning. Okay, I'm back. Looks about the same as when I left. Apparently, the power has just came back on. Okay, and now we are back on grid power. Now, just because things went funky earlier, I want to give this system one complete test. Okay, and let's restore power. That worked fine. Okay. Yeah, the system seems to work fine, so I think that was just a case earlier of that pool being there. Now its 2-minute cooldown has restarted, so that'll turn back off now in 2 minutes. So I can put all these cords away. HVAC is back on. Fire alarm system should be charging. Yes, it is. Okay, $25 Canadian for 10 liters of 93. I put 93 in here because I hear that the better gas will keep longer. I do put stabilizer in it, and you see there's a bottle there. There's 2 more in the garage, and if it's every time this thing runs out, it's getting new gas anyways, so it's probably not staying in there for... Actually, this is the first time I've really actually had to refill it since I got it, and I've just topped off a few times, so I don't know exactly how much I've used. I think it'll do like 12 hours at 50% load, 16 hours at like a quarter load, which are probably under a quarter. I'm not sure how the efficiency scale really works for how long, but full is 22 liters or so. So we're gonna about halfway fill it up, but that's fine. That'll still get me many hours of run time, and then it'll burn through that gas sooner, so it gets new gas in there. Or if it's really going for a long time, I will cycle the gas. Like I'll suck it out of here and put it into my car and then put new gas in here. That's what I did here. I just sucked out the last little, but there's probably only a 1/4 of an inch of gas in there. So that's good that the power came back on. Didn't realize it was that low. The fuel thing has been saying it's been out for a couple months, but I didn't actually check it. I thought the fuel thing just wasn't reading it right for some reason, but yeah, it is actually out. Stabilizer stuff, it says 15 mils treats up to 9.5 liters, so we'll do 30, should be enough. So I've put some into here, so we just need to do that twice into here. Oh, don't go too fast, it'll come out the top. There's another 15 mils. Looks like cranberry juice. Clean up our mess that I keep making. If anyone's wondering why my generator's so clean, this is why. Because every time I put gas in it, I spill all over the place. Okay, so now it's got stabilizer in it. So the premium gas already keeps longer. And this stuff. Okay, generator's got some more gas in it, and as far as I know, I think that's going to be it for today's power outage, hopefully. So if you guys did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up, and if you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave those down in the comment section. And if you are interested, I do have an Instagram account at Pickle700 for bonus content, stuff posted earlier than you'd see it on the YouTube channel, that sort of thing. And yeah, all right, thanks for watching.